Condo living here in Tagaytay is one of the most beautiful scenic places that you can have here in this area. But as much as this beautiful view is great to look at every day, you probably should know what you're getting yourself into. We are in the SMDC, so these buildings are ridiculously large. Five towers, 5 different towers that is visible from almost anywhere across the way, even in Tagaytay, in the next province over. You can see these 4 towers. They stand out. They're one of the biggest. But these things are quite small. Anybody who's been in SMDC condos before know exactly what I mean. So, but this is a bigger one, I guess. It has a pretty sizable balcony here. Incredible view, 22nd floor. The bed in here, as you can see, is a little desk slash hanging closet. The bed in here is just like a twin, not even a, yeah, maybe a twin, I don't know. Barely fit more than one person on it. But that's the one bedroom, and they just use a divider wall. That doesn't go to the ceiling or anything to call it a one bedroom. And then after that, your couch slash bed here, which is going to be good for Lara. A small little dining set, but the dimensions in here are really, really tight. So this is probably 23, 24 square meters. A condo like this would be probably pretty expensive. I'll look it up online and I'll post what I find below. The bathroom is kind of small, as you can see, and but basic. It's good enough. And we're staying here as an Airbnb. And if you saw in the last video, we had another one nearby and from Airbnb, and it was beautiful. 2-bedroom, really large and everything. But we had to leave there because after 3 nights, we were like, it's 6,000 pesos per night. Tagaytay isn't a cheap place. But here in SMDC for this kind of small place, it's 4,300. And so we said, okay, well, we'll save a little bit of money. The size doesn't matter to us. We're only just 3 of us. But then they nail you with the parking. See, the parking here is really far. It's like a kilometer away almost, maybe 800 meters. And it was, well, it's 450 pesos if you come and park and stay. Don't leave until you leave the next day. So that's how much it is per day. But if you come in and out and want to drive to different things, it's going to cost all these different fees. So there's different ones. If you stay 1 hour, 3 hours, 4 hours, depends how many times you go back in and out. So the small ones obviously will be pretty cheap, but overall it's going to get a little pricey. Another thing, when you're checking in on these Airbnbs in here, you got to keep in mind that there is a ton of people. And so if you wait till the 2 o'clock check-in, very likely you will be an hour waiting for an elevator. There's just so many people and just 2 elevators. And you're looking at 24 towers, right? 24 floors, I should say. So it can be a very, very, very long wait. The elevators are not air conditioned. They're stifling and hot. I know I sound very, very negative here, but I just want to warn people when they come here, if they are looking at Airbnbs, or even if you want to purchase a condo in here, this is kind of what you should expect. That's all. That's all. And the location is fantastic. That's the thing about the SMDC, is you are literally in the heart of everything. You get the incredible view, yes, and there's all kinds of shops even on the main floor. So if you get a condo in here, Ace Hardware is literally on your first floor. But you got the restaurants all the way through here, and Sky Ranch is literally just past that corner. You can barely not see it. It's really right there. And a lot of the restaurants that you would want to go to are all along the cliffside here. So location, perfect, absolutely perfect. They do have in the back quite a bit of facilities and services, so we'll show you that. There's quite a bit there, but everything is a good walk. Hey, exercise, right? It is a cooler climate here in Tagaytay, so another reason why a lot of people want to have a condo up here. And I think most people get a condo here, but they live in the city, and this is just a vacation destination. That's what I can gather, because there's not a lot of cars compared to how many units are in all these buildings. So anyway, we're in here. It's going to cost us almost as much. I'm kind of wishing I just paid the 1,000 pesos more and stayed where we were, because that place was absolutely gorgeous. But we're going to enjoy while we're here. Hopefully we get good internet. We had great internet at the last place. Do we even have a TV? I think there's a TV, right? Oh yeah, there is a TV. Oh, that's good. That's good. Hi, Laura. Oh, she doesn't look very happy. Oh, you don't like this one compared to the other? Oh yeah, the food's not free, baby. And like our other one, they do like, they stock it with all kinds of food. So if you have a kid, they start grabbing things and you're like, oh, whoa, whoa, I gotta pay for all of this. It's all like a hotel. They charge you for everything. Anyway, it is what it is, and we're gonna enjoy as much as we can. The pool is not included, and same with the last condo. You have to pay per day if you want to use the gym. It's a separate fee. The pool, separate fee. And it's about 150 pesos per day per person. Looks like both places are the same. They really get you here. It's can be quite pricey to stay in Tagaytay. At 4,300, this was one of the cheaper places. I left the hotel once because there's some that are cheaper, but you were like, I don't know, the reviews are terrible. So I went to Airbnb, and this is the cheap end of things. Convenience of condo living. You got your Korean barbecue over here, a gelato place over there, a cafe over there, and there's some more on this side. Let's go this way, guys. Look at that, you even have a Pizza Hut and a Dairy Queen. You like pizza? Woohoo! So I just had an interesting encounter. One of the SMDC salespeople came up and they're trying to sell you and everything. I said, "Oh no, I'm just doing a YouTube." And I did notice online on Facebook Marketplace, but the pricing is. And I told him, and he's like, "Oh no, sir. You know, cheapest you can find anywhere in here is 5 million, and for one bedroom, it's about 7 million." And I'm like, yeah, and he's like, oh, that's aftermarket. So all the people that bought in the pre-sale can easily sell and still make a profit at lower price than they are now, which everybody should know. If you're gonna buy a condo, buy it before it's built. It's gonna be so much cheaper. There you go, Ace Hardware. So Tower 1 there, you know, it's a little dated. You can tell right away. Obviously the newest ones are gonna be the least dated. But you'll notice they have no balconies on that row. And then they have balconies again, and then no balconies again. So that's another thing. Depending on what building you're in, you may not get a balcony. All right, so yeah, all these buildings of 6 towers, plus I think they own those 2 older ones that are over there. So there may be 8 towers, and maybe they will be adding more because I see blue fencing over there. I'll share this one clubhouse. Now, the clubhouse seems to have quite a bit of here, but a lot of times I've noticed they will take 2 towers and share the amenities, and they add another tower, they'll add more amenities, and then the 4th tower will share that amenity. I don't normally see this many towers share just one set of amenities, but it is quite extensive. Let's go see. We got basketball courts over there. You got tennis, 1 tennis court. We've got a kids pool and then a general pool. And it's the middle of the afternoon right now, so I have a feeling that come, oh, there's another pool over there too. I have a feeling that, you know, 4 or 5 p.m., this place will be a little crazy. A lot crazy. Can you imagine what it looks like at 5 or 6 p.m.? All these towers sharing this one pool. Oh my God. Yeah, you might find some water, maybe. Just shoulder to shoulder.
Just go shower in the bathroom.
Baby?
Yes, baby.
That's very scared, that water, big water.
Oh yes, the big water.
I don't like that.
You don't like that?
Yeah.
Let's go basketball.
And so yeah, you have to get like a permit to use this stuff, because they do. So many people rent their places out. They know, and so they have like a whole process and system where you have to prove you're allowed to be here, and have a day pass for that day. There's Children's Park. It looks like a nice amenity, don't get me wrong, it really does. I just know how busy these things can get at 5 o'clock. And the clubhouse is well kept up, so that's the good thing. Like, I looked at Tower 1 when we were walking by Tower 2, and they are really falling apart, especially at the back. So I was a little bit surprised at how perfect they're taking care of the clubhouse. Makes sense. Why would you buy a condo in the newer towers if this wasn't taken care of? This is a really nice place. And an indoor pool. Look at that. There's another pool. Oh, look at that. Yeah. It's pretty rare because, you know, you get hot weather, but I guess this is Tagaytay, so when it gets cold, it gets cold. And your pool's going to take a lot. She's what? We just saw somebody do a body slam. There we go. Yeah. So very popular in the Philippines to play badminton and basketball. All right. And they have a game room here too. So they have, oh, it's part of the, leads right into the badminton. They got a pool table. And they've got a soccer table and a small ping pong table there. Oh my God, this is the exact same ones we just ordered. Now we know what they're gonna look like after they get beaten to heck. But this is Haros. We bought Haros also for our bar. We have 2 of them being installed in the next week or so. That's funny. Well, there you go. And they get a lot of beating here, so yeah. And I'm guessing these are the halls. Oh no, this is the gym. So function rooms, but this is a gym over here. It's got no entry. Oh, that's not a gym. Oh, that's empty storage. So yeah, functions rooms throughout this place as well, going all the way down. This one's still under construction, that's all. So when we first came in to park, you have to go all the way down, like where this car is coming, and there's a parking lot way at the back of the property. So I guess if you're in Tower 1, it's not a kilometer walk or 800 meters. But if you are in Tower 6, like or 5, that we are, it is a long, long walk to go back and forth to your car. Look at that. I don't think you want to fall into this net. There are hundreds. What are those?
We call that udto.
Are they dangerous?
I think so. I don't know.
Hope not, right? Wow. I've never seen so many spiders.
They said it's safe.
I've never seen so many on one net like that, so big. Or web, I should say. That's freaky. Oh, they're everywhere here. Whoa. So, oh, there's thousands. Never mind. Doesn't look like they have any ridge dining. Yeah. Yeah. Never mind. Good news. We got the last table that they had over here. Right on the edge of the ridge, so this is great. So of course, they have all the big brands and everything. If you're going to come here, though, come and enjoy Filipino food. So I think most people that live in a condo are looking for the 5-minute city sort of thing, where you can walk to everything within 5 minutes. And so the parking probably doesn't matter so much to them because they want to walk to everything. So I get that. And the price, right? So you're going to pay, a lot of them let you have years to pay in a lot of cases, especially if you buy from the developer itself. And so I get that side of it. But when you look at buildings, you should always look at their first building and how well is it upkept on the outside, and that will be how well upkept your building will probably be in a few years. And I wasn't very impressed. Building 1 looks really run down on the outside. So pricing down here at all these restaurants that we've noticed, it's about 2 to 3 times the price that you're going to find in most parts of the Philippines. So very much feeling like Western prices, and oftentimes, like appetizers, for example, are about 720 pesos, 450 pesos, that kind of thing. So you're looking at $7, $8, $9, that kind of thing, because it goes up. And a lot of the meals here are going to be around $20, $18. All right, so what we got here, young lady? What is that?
Sinigang na pork ribs.
So pork rib, sinigang. So a pork rib soup, essentially. And then we've got rice also. We did ask for our drinks before our meals, and as you can see, it worked out really well. 30 minutes for the meal, still no drinks.
More than 30 minutes.
Will we get our drinks before we leave?
More than 30 minutes for drinks.
Yeah. For just 2 shakes, or 3 shakes.
3 shakes.
Yeah. That are 280 pesos each. Okay, Laura, where are we going?
Sky Ranch.
Sky Ranch! Woo! Anyway, so our friends Bill and Lynn are coming to join us. And Bill's got a lot of experience with condos because he owns many of them in the Philippines. So I'm going to be able to pick his brain about what does he think about it all, and what does he look for when he's looking to buy them, because he buys them and then he rents them out. And he rents them out for like 100,000 pesos a month. So he knows a whole new level. Here they are. Oh.
It's got lots of hands to it.
Right, isn't that crazy? So the wristbands we got this time, we bring Laura over here and they're like, no sir, you have ticket, because your all-day pass doesn't count on this ride. Explains why there's not a single kid on that ride. No lines, nothing. There's a lot of kids on it. Wow, look at that one. That's intense. What the heck?
That one looks fun.
Yeah, doesn't it? I don't think Laura's gonna go on that. All right, how about this one, Laura? You wanted to swing? And the condos here they started at 3.8 aftermarket, but if you want to buy from the companies, they're all 4 to 6 million for the studio. They call 1 bedroom, but it's just a divider wall. It's still 23, 24 square meters. And in this market, now this market makes sense if you're only renting it out. Wow.
Yeah, it's an investment. It's not a stay.
Yeah. No, there are people that live in the city. They just want it for like a place for the summer or when they want to get out of the city.
Usually those places have a limitation, though. If you're an investor, you can only stay 2 weeks a year, 3 weeks a year.
Right.
Very limited, and then you get a return on your investment, which isn't very high.
Now,
if you work it out, it's less than 5%.
Wow. So SM would do the whole work. Right. But couldn't you do your own or no?
Well, it depends. There's probably different schemes. It depends on who you talk to. But
Right,
the ones
okay.
that I've talked to, it's...
Yeah, because it did seem like SM is part of it. Like, because you go to their security, they set everything up, and
If they call it a condo-tel, then it has to be part of the program.
right.
If it's just a pure condo where you can buy it, no restrictions. Now there probably are restrictions you don't know about. There's going to be covenants.
Yeah, there'll be like no Airbnbs
No
or
Airbnb.
something. Yeah. So you own many condos.
Yeah.
Here in the Philippines, but your goal with them is you look for the better market, correct?
Yeah, again,
Right.
if you go into Makati or BGC, you can find condos that, there's doctors, lawyers, nurses that'll rent for, couple of grand US a month.
Yeah.
1,000 pesos for a 2-bedroom.
Exactly. And people are so worried about the collapsing market, and I'm like, the collapsing market is studios. Studios to 1 bedroom.
Studio to 1 bedroom.
Right? There's always a premium for the ones that are 2-3 bedroom penthouses, that kind of thing. There's just so few of them.
There's not a lot of them, right?
Yeah.
And they're 50% to 100% more than the 1 bedrooms.
Yeah, they're gonna cost you a lot of money, but you can also demand a lot more money.
Yes.
And you can actually fill it more.
And you can do Airbnb, you can do monthly rental. So
Right, okay. So it's working out well for you though.
yeah.
Yeah, how many are you for? 4 in Makati. And we've met a few people along the way that the same thing. They'll be like, yeah, we keep our condo in Makati, and then they live like here or they live somewhere else in Luzon. And it's just because when you go to the city, it can cost you a lot of money for a place to stay. And if you have your own, and it's free basically. But you got how much are your dues a month in these big ones?
Not that much.
No?
4,000, 5,000 pesos.
That's not bad at all. Yeah, considering how much revenue you can get from each one, right? Very interesting. And did you put all the money up at front?
Yes.
You didn't finance it.
You don't have to.
Right. Well, you lose money in
Finance
financing.
it, but then it wouldn't make sense. Right?
Yeah, it does.
Paying 10%.
Yeah. There you go. So in this area, as you can see with all the people that are here, 4,300 a night is the average. When I was looking at everything, not the average, sorry, the low end. That's the low end on Airbnb. And hotels even, unless you're talking bunkhouse sort of, level I'm talking about. So yeah, the only people that are buying them here, I think, are doing the exact same thing. They're all renting them out, getting that 4,300 a night, that kind of thing. And then, after about 10 years, it probably paid for itself. Woo! Choo choo! Which one do you want to go? Oh, you want to go in this one? So cool.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle all the way.
So cute. So the really funny thing is it's true. Bill is a safety engineer, and he has many patents on different types of sensors and stuff like that. And yeah, he's like, I would never ride this, not in a million years. So front and center, so we can watch you die. There we go. Oh, don't worry, I'm wishing you all the luck.
Are you gonna cry if I'm gonna die?
I'll probably be a little more than that. Maybe a little bit more than that. Laura's making friends, as you can see, thanks to Tita Lynn. Giving her the bubble machine. Are you scared? You're holding your face like, what am I doing? Why did I do this? Don't worry, Bill has already looked at it and reviewed it and decided it's completely unsafe. Just so you know. And he is an engineer, so enjoy.
Yes. Enjoy the ride.
Not to worry you before you get on it or anything. And that was the last we ever saw of Catherine. You ready to do it again? No? But it's almost time you can now do the zip line again. Now you can do the zip line though. And we have liftoff. There goes Lynn.
Kayo na lang dalawa maglakay.
Alright, first ball, first game.
Oh!
Nice. One more serve.
Oh! Oh! Bill's got it though. He's got it. He's got it. Second game. Here we go.
Okay, you can do it, sir. Go.
Oh! I know he's got it.
For the win.
Oh, Bill! Third chance.
I flatlined it.
Last ball.
All right.
Alright, that's one last game. Alright,
One down.
One more shot.
Oh! did it, Laura!
Second player.
Oh, wow!
That's a big one. Hey, hey.
Oh my gosh, you gotta hold the handle. There you go.
You say thank you. You say
thank you.
Tito Bill. Thank you, Tito Bill.
Say thank you to Bill.
You're welcome.
Look at
So big. You carry it.
So this La Terrazza restaurant is a really nice restaurant, Italian. That's got a ridge view, and it looks a lot better on the picture. So I think it's going to look amazing inside. Let's go see. Good evening. Look at this. So very cool. You feel the breeze coming off of this place. It's got 2 different floors. So upstairs is the buffet, all-you-can-eat buffet. So we're gonna go look and just see what it looks like. You might get better seats up there. Okay. So here is the whole buffet setup. Looks quite nice. And then there's tables, and you just kind of like set yourself up, I think. Lots of ice creams there. Lots of fruits. Different salads. You can have your, look at that barbecue. It actually looks really good. Octopus? I think it's like a deep fried octopus, and they got like crab legs there or something. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, rice, and seafood chop suey, mixed seafoods, lemon roast chicken. Oh, baby back ribs. Look at that. Nice. Chicken wings. Beef curry, all kinds of pizza, of course. So it's like really good buffet. Of course, you gotta have lechon and different salads.
Myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we